Some of you are planning something right now. Yes, you. Because Eid is this week, Easter is next week, and some of you have already calculated the mathematics. Public holiday, plus 1 day leave, plus another remote working day. Next thing, you vanish like a government project. No notice, no handover, no briefing, nothing. Just one email by 8:02 a.m. saying, "Dear sir, I'll be on leave starting today." Today. Are you leaving the office or you're escaping prison? This is Office Talks with Nnenna Madu, where the boardroom meets the break room, and the gist is brutally honest. Let's talk about this thing because some employees behave like annual leave means temporary disappearance from civilization. You will go on leave and your handover note looks like WhatsApp bio. Kindly contact John for anything urgent. Anything urgent. John himself doesn't even know what you're doing in the company. Let me ask something. Why do people treat leave like revenge against their employer? You wake up one morning, you know you have meetings, you know you have deliverables, you know you are managing projects. Then you just decide today feels like a good day to go on leave. And you disappear. No proper notice, no documentation, no knowledge transfer, just vibes. Now, here's the funny part. Many of the same people doing this today will start their own company tomorrow and they will become managers one day. Then one morning, their best staff will send them an email saying, "Good morning, sir. I am on leave starting today." Suddenly, everywhere will first of all become blur. Let me shock you with data. According to HR studies from SHRM and CIPD, nearly 46% of workplace project delays happen because of poor handover during employees' absence, not incompetence, not lack of resources. Poor handover, just people leaving work like abandoned luggage at the airport. In many structured organizations, leave is planned months ahead because work doesn't stop because someone wants to rest. Work must continue. This is why in Nomad Energy, our policy is very simple. If you want to go on leave, you give at least 3 months notice. Yes, 3 months. Because work must be planned. Projects must be reassigned, responsibilities must be transferred, and documentations must exist. If you suddenly wake up and decide to go on leave tomorrow, you are free, but it will be called unpaid leave, and we would happily wish you safe journey because we will not tie your legs down. Now, let's talk about another type of employee. The ones that take their entire leave at once. 20 working days. Some of you even have 30 working days. 20, 1 full month. You're gone. My question is simple. Are you traveling to prison? Because why do you want to disappear from the office for 1 full month? Then when you come back, you won't even remember your password. And your replacement would have already learned how to do your job for you. In many companies, long leave blocks are discouraged. Research from Harvard Business Review actually shows something interesting. Employees who take very long continuous leave period often return to lower productivity for the first 2 weeks because they have to mentally reconnect to their work system, which means the company is basically paying someone to relearn their own job. But leave itself is not the problem. Leave is actually important. In fact, companies that force employees to take leave often perform better. According to Oxford Economics research, employees who take their annual leave are 6.5% more productive and less likely to quit their job. So, leave is good, but chaos is not. Now, let's talk about something sensitive, bereavement leave. A young lady once complained to me. She lost her dad and her company gave her 5 days bereavement leave. She said it wasn't enough because she needed time to be with her family, attend burial, handle cultural responsibilities. I mean, honestly, I understand her pain. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Organizations run on policy, not emotions. Because once policy becomes emotional, it becomes inconsistent. And once policy becomes inconsistent, it becomes unfair. So, yes, it is sad, but companies cannot redesign their HR policy every time life happens, even death. That is why most organizations give the options of unpaid leave extension. Take the time you need, but the company is not obligated to pay for your time outside its policy. Harsh, oh, but that's real. Now let's talk about the most abused leave in the world. Your guess is good as mine. Sick leave. Some people, they will wake up with Monday sickness, strange illness, very serious, but it only happens on Mondays and on Friday. How come? Suddenly they cannot come to work, but they can attend weddings, oh, they can travel, they can even post on Instagram. That is why many companies now require medical reports before approving paid sick leave, because sick leave abuse is extremely common globally. According to UK workplace data, nearly, I think, 1/3 of sick leave cases are suspected to be non-medical absences. So, companies are now saying if you're sick, see a doctor, use your HMO, bring reports. Simple. Now, let's touch the one that always sparks debate: maternity leave. Women usually get 3 months in Nigeria, and many women push themselves to work until the last week of pregnancy, not because they enjoy stress, but because they want to maximize the 3 months after delivery. But globally, maternity leave policies vary wildly. Here's something interesting that I think some Nigerians will be interested to know about this. Top countries with the longest maternity leave. The highest is Bulgaria. They have 58 weeks paid leave for pregnant women. Then Greece has 43 weeks. Then, of course, the United Kingdom has up to 39 weeks paid. Then Canada has up to maybe 50 weeks shared parental leave. So that means mother can go, then father will go. Then Sweden also has, I think, about 480 days parental leave. Nigeria, well, about 12 weeks, 3 months. Yeah, so yes, our system is not the most generous, but it is also not the worst globally. Oh. Now, here comes the controversial questions. Women are advocating for equality in the workplace, right? Which is absolutely valid. But the debate becomes complex when pregnancy requires extended absence, because organization must balance. There must be business continuity, operational costs, fairness to other employees. So the question becomes, where do we draw the line between workplace equality and biological reality? That debate is not ending anytime soon. But back to the real issue. Leave is not the problem. The real issue is professional maturity. Professional employees do three things before going on leave. You need to notify early. You need to prepare right documentation and transfer your responsibility properly. Because when you leave work in chaos, you're not proving you are important. You're proving that you are irresponsible. And let me tell you something uncomfortable. If your office collapsed because you went on leave, you are not really indispensable. Oh. You are simply the one who understood the mess. So I want to ask you again something. What kind of leave policies exist in your office? Do you get study leave, sabbatical leave, mental health leave, extended parental leave? Some organization even give sabbatical up to 4 years. Like imagine you leave to work in like maybe government, or you go for like an academia or whatever, then you return to your job later. I know that some companies in Nigeria, very standard international companies, they do it. But Nigeria never still reached that level. but who knows? I mean, so send us your experience because office life is full of stories. Send them to nnennamadabum@gmail.com. If you enjoyed this episode, like, subscribe, and comment, and share with someone that always sends 8 a.m. leave email. This episode is supported by Nomad Energy. You can also partner with Office Talks with Nnenna Madu as a corporate partner or a corporate sponsor. Just send us an email to nnennamadabum@gmail.com. To our Muslim office talkers, Eid Mubarak. Enjoy the holidays, but please hand over your work before you disappear. Until next time, guys. See ya. Bye.